Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
I have a question for men. So, I was just going through my For You page and I seen this video of a man saying when he met his wife, the first time he saw her, he just knew she was the one and that she would be his wife. Now, I'm quite good when it comes to reading people, understanding people. I studied psychology at university, and yeah, generally, I have a good understanding of how people work, what makes them tick, etc., etc. Now, for women, 9 times out of 10, not saying this is for every woman, but majority of women, when they first meet somebody, within days, they will know if that person is the one. There's no reason for it. There's no particular thing that they have to do. They just know. I don't know if it's women's intuition. You just know. Um, so men, is it the same for you? Because it's been bugging me. Like, what does a woman have to do? Is there a certain thing they have to do for you to be like, yeah, she's the one? Or are you the same as women? Do you just know instantly? It's really, really bugging me. So, men, let me know. How do you know a woman is the one? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, me neither, because what I am is grateful that you don't practice psychology. I have a good understanding of what makes people tick, so let me ask TikTok, because psychology didn't taught me that everyone is different.
I need your guys' opinions on this, both from men and women, because I was having this chat with one of my girlfriends yesterday, and this is her experience. Sorry for my appearance, by the way, and the fact I'm in bed. I've got tonsillitis and feel like absolute shit. But I just wanted to come on here and ask you guys this. So, when you often start dating a man, he would always say, you know what, I really want a strong, independent woman who loves her job, who loves being with her friends and out and about, and they find that really attractive. But it always seems like after a few months of dating, that quickly turns into that kind of, you know what, you're intimidating, I don't feel needed, I don't know where I fit into your life. And what was once attractive to them then sort of turns into intimidation. And I'm trying to understand, and we were trying to understand yesterday, why does independence feel like a red flag to some men the second it stops serving them? So I'd just be really interested to hear your guys' opinions on that.
My opinion is, and sure I could be wrong, but my opinion is you've never talked to a man. And if your friend said that to you, she's lying. Having a job is one thing, having a man saying he wants to date a strong and independent woman, it's a completely different thing. And how exactly your independence no longer serving him? How did it serve him to begin with? Having a job doesn't make you strong and independent. Making your entire personality about that, well, that doesn't make you strong and independent either, but it does turn you into someone that is lovely to be around. And that's the reason men leave, not because your independence is no longer serving them.
I need to learn how to flirt again because, guys, you tell me, you're sitting across from me at the bar, you see me, we clock eyes, okay? This is the look I'm going for, okay? This is how I'm going to look at you. You tell me, does this say buy me a drink or does this say psycho? Okay, ready? I don't know.
Well, to be completely honest, it doesn't say either. All it says is, fail if you keep drinking, she's gonna turn into a princess. And that's why I don't go out drinking that much anymore. Just to try to keep this serious for a second, I heard someone say his friend got kicked out of 2 bars in New York for trying to buy some woman a drink. Cause, yeah, you guessed it, it's considered predatory now. Can't say for sure if that's a true story, but I tend to believe it.
I'm not being funny, I've come up with the conclusion that the masters behind Tinder and Hinge and whatever dating app there is, they just need to put one app together and call it That's What's Left. Because this is tragic. I've just had to delete them. I don't go out, so it looks like I'm just going to be single forever, which is absolutely fine, but like my eyes are watering. Is that bad? I can't condone that behaviour at the moment.
The majority of dating apps out there are owned by the same company. And I don't expect you to realize that, but you're kind of telling on yourself. You're not on one but two dating apps, and while you do talk about others, considering them what's left, you are also part of what's left.
Let's talk about if he wanted to, he would. I personally think it's a great statement, but people have took that and
run with it. If he wanted to, he would. It was meant to be. If he wanted to get you flowers, he would be able to get you flowers because they grow from the ground. You can pick them. If he wanted to get you a birthday card, he would, because you can make them with a piece of paper and a pen. What if he wanted to, he would does not apply to is a 2-week all-inclusive holiday to Santorini fully paid for by your 22-year-old boyfriend. I know all the feminists are going to come at me and be like, girl, why are you telling women to just be happy with the bare minimum? I'm not. Everyone has different circumstances. A 22-year-old man is in every single right to still live with his parents and be saving for a deposit for a house. He hasn't got 10 grand to spend on that holiday, babe. Or the massive topic of the decorated hotel rooms for their birthdays or anniversaries. Do you know how expensive hotels are now? Or you see videos on TikTok of a man just making a homemade meal with some candles for his girlfriend and everyone's like, you couldn't even go out to eat? Or like, oh my god, our first day was a Nando's. Nando's! Social media is brainwashing you into thinking a man has to give you this luxurious Dubai life. It's not gonna happen!
It does happen sometimes. The only problem with that is that man is never going to be your man. And he's not your 22 years old boyfriend either. But he is some rich guy in his 50s providing that Dubai life for you for about an hour. Ever noticed that none of those Instagram models, the ones bragging about, oh, he flew me business class or private jet or he invited me to his boat, never seem to post that man and never seem to talk about what happened in that hotel room before he left you the room. So you have about 15 minutes before you need to check out to decorate that hotel room, take a few pictures and then post them on your Instagram. Kinda weird they never talk about that man doing the most degrading things.
I think a lot of you don't understand that what leftists are fighting for is for everybody to be able to live their lives how they want. Of course, within the confines of not harming others or harming themselves unconsensually. However, we want everybody to be able to express themselves and look how they want, feel how they want, and just be the person that they want to be. I do not understand why there would be an opposing party to this. What about other people expressing themselves how they want to express themselves upsets you and affects your life personally?
Oh well, gee, I don't know. And yes, I know I don't live in the States and I probably shouldn't be talking about this, but weren't you expressing yourselves a while back by burning cars and even going for those said cars owners? Just a thing I've noticed is that one group tends to yell at some other group and oh yeah, that group is you. I could be wrong though, cause again, I don't live in the States, so if I am, educate me in the comments.
This is why so many women are single. We have spent the last 20 years maybe lifting women up, empowering women, telling them they can be whatever the they want. Being raised by women who didn't have everything that they wanted, who didn't have freedom, who were taught that they had to be in the kitchen, that they had to be home and raise the kids, that they weren't allowed to have career ambitions and all these things. Those women who have sacrificed so much have raised these strong, independent women, teaching them that they could do whatever they want, teaching them that they can be anything a man is. And during that time, somehow we have forgotten to also raise boys that can handle women like that.
Yeah, buy them a leash. It makes handling a lot easier. What is it with all of you strong and independent women and this weird desire of being handled? And why is it that the argument is always focusing on careers? The majority of people, and that means the majority of women, also have jobs. And even though some women back in the whatever age you want to go back to wanted to have careers, some of them, and I would say a lot of them, were focusing on families and prioritizing families. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. They saw more fulfilling in having a family than flipping burgers 12 hours a day every day. But at least now you're empowered. The greatest career of all time, having a TikTok.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm a stay-home daughter.
Wait, what does that mean?
It means I just exist, and my parents pay for everything.
Somebody who actually likes you is not looking for reasons to dislike you. So stop overanalyzing every little comment that you make. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So stop it.
Oh yeah, I cheated on you. And not only that, but I cheated on you with your best friend. Leave? What do you mean you're gonna leave? You can't leave, because you're the right person.
Every guy I've been on a date with has been so different, which I love. I think that's so fun. And it helps me figure out what I mesh with, who I want, kind of vibe, right? So tonight I went out with this guy and it was like a social gathering. I met a lot of his close friends and people he's connected with. And it was cool, it was good. It was a quick date, but it was fun. He's really cool. His vibe, I appreciate it. very different. I'm just thinking about all these guys that I've met and gone on dates with in this week, and just the dates I've been on since being here. And it's really fun. I've really had a good time on each of the dates I've been on, learning about myself, what is important to me, and just like finding the balance of those values, right? And so
Oh, values. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Values. See, this is the reason why you can never be mad at the F-boys. Not only that, they're also looking for values, but they also, just like this lady, they don't know what they're looking for. How are you gonna know who you're gonna vibe with if you don't go through a lot of different size boobs and all the shapes, and then you move on to other things? How are you ever gonna know the type of woman you want to marry when you didn't go through all the shapes, forms, and sizes of BBL?
You might think that's funny, but what if it was the other way round?
Not that much different, only a little bit more painful. But anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.